Guys, welcome back to my cat's in front of my camera, I'm sorry. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my Project Pam, but I am doing something a little different here. I am going to put all these products on my face. The only thing I didn't put on my face was, let's see, I think the only thing I didn't do was the lip scrub. But everything else I did put on my face so you can see it in action. But yeah. Let me know if you guys are doing a Project Pan, what you guys are kind of focusing on. I know a lot of people aren't into buying everything anymore. My cat just wants to say hi. But people aren't into buying everything anymore. They want to use up what they already have. And I've been doing Project Pans now. This is the third year. So yeah, let's just get into it. Right, so let's start off. I thought this would be a little bit more fun than my normal Project Pans, but I have everything in here that I want to try to use up for the year. And basically, I'm just going to do a full face on it. So yeah. Alright, so first I have two concealers I want to use up. So I have the Ulta Youthful Glow Concealer and the NYX HD Studio one. The only reason why I wanted to use up the NYX one is because it's not quite my shade and I don't really care much for the Ulta one, so I'm just going to try to use those up and get rid of them. So we are going to try to start with those, but first, before I start my eyes, I will show the primers I'm going to use. I want to use up the one I actually just got, the Illamasqua one. It's their Hydra Veil primer, and then I'm almost done with this one, but it's the Thank Me Later face primer from Elizabeth Mott. I want to use that one up, even though I'm almost done with it, just because it kind of just sits there and I don't really do anything with it. So yeah, we're just gonna, the primer comes with this cute little like scoopy thing that I'm going to use, and there's nothing wrong with this primer. It's just kind of like one of those consistencies that I feel would go bad pretty fast, and I want to use it up before it does go bad. So that's basically the only reason. The reason why I do face primers first and then go to my eyes is because I want them to kind of like soak in and have time to do their thing before putting foundation just straight on top. And I'm just taking a little bit of that blurring mattifying primer, and I'm only going to put it like on around my nose, where it needs that mattifying primer. I also want to try to finish using this up because I think it kind of breaks me out a little, so I don't want to just throw it away because it's not that bad, I guess. I don't want to waste it. So now I'm going to zoom in a little and we're going to go and do my eyes. So we are going to use the NYX concealer as an eyeshadow primer, and that's what I used to do before I started buying the MAC paint pot, and this really gets rid of the concealers that they just don't match your skin tone very well. And then I'm going to do what I used to do, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and because I want to try to use up all these colors, I'm going to take that kind of tanner light shade and just set the eyeshadow. I used to do this a lot, and I haven't been doing it recently, but there's nothing wrong with it. I just kind of got out of the habit of doing it because I didn't see too much of a difference with doing this. So, but we do have to try to finish up that shade. And another thing that I wanted to use up this year that was more on the like eye kind of things is this e.l.f. Molten Liquid Shadow, and this is in the shade Rose Gold. I really do like this color, and the formula is alright. It's not the best, but I do want to try to finish using it up. There isn't too much left in it, and I feel like it's going to dry out soon, so I'm going to try to finish using that. So we're going to try to use that today with these. So I'm just going to go into that kind of, I don't even know what these are called. It's called Sweet as Honey, that brownish golden shade, and put this all over in the crease. And then I'm going to take more of a condensed fluffy brush and use that brown shade down at the bottom. It's called Brunettes Have Fun. And just put this in that crease. And then I am just going to take a little bit of the black and put that in the crease as well, just to really deepen it up. And then I will take that e.l.f. eyeshadow color and put that on here. It's kind of just a very like simple look today, nothing too fancy. I just wanted to show you guys the products that I do want to try to use up this year. And then I am just going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Sands of Time, and it's kind of like just a tannish neutral shiny shade, and put that on top of the e.l.f. one just to kind of bring more light to it. And then just on the corner edge, I'm going to take Suede Side to Side and put that on the very outer edge here. And it's just kind of like a shiny brown. And I'm going to fluff that a little bit on the edge. And then what I also want to add in, I just want to keep using the colors, is the bluish one over here. It's Smoke Signals. And just put a little bit on the edge to kind of deepen it and give it a little contrast with all the neutrals and browns that we've been using. Now that all that is on the eyes, it looks pretty nice. We're just going to use the black shade and then just line the upper lash line. That way we don't have to put any eyeliner on or anything like that. We can just put some black to make the lashes look a little bigger once we put mascara on. And then the eyes are done. I know there's a little bit of fallout on my cheeks, but we'll cover up that with foundation and such. So now that I showed you the primers I was going to use, the foundation I want to try to use up is this LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. It's okay. I don't really like it that much. The only problem with it that I have is that it doesn't last too long on my skin. So yeah, I just have to use it basically for the times that I'm maybe just going out for a couple hours. Okay, and then you can see it's kind of like a very thick layer of makeup. I'm just going to use that Ulta Glow Concealer. This doesn't have too much coverage to it, so yeah, I mean, it looks nice. It just doesn't, it creases and all that kind of stuff, but I just want to finish using it up. Like, it says it's supposed to give like a youthful glow, but honestly it makes my under eyes look older than what they are. And I am going to use a little bit of that NYX concealer just to kind of give it a little bit more coverage under there and thicken it up a little bit, because that glow concealer does not do anything good for my under eyes. And then I wanted to use up the Ciate Extraordinary translucent powder. I do like this powder, but it is very translucent, obviously. It just kind of gives a weird feeling to my skin, so I just want to try to use that up because I won't buy it again. So I'm going to put a little bit under my under eyes just to set them. And then I wanted to let you guys know this Peak Abu, it's just kind of a cream blush. I want to finish using this up this year too. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on while that under eye powder is kind of setting. I think the blush is pretty nice. It blends out really well. It's just not a color that I typically go for, so I do just want to try to use that blush up. So now that that is good, I'm going to go in and powder the rest of my face really well. And I used to let it sit for longer, but I've honestly gotten impatient and I don't see too much of a difference when it sits very long. So I am just going to wipe it off now that I kind of pressed the powder in my skin. And then the main kind of contouring bronzer I want to use up this year is from Wet n Wild. It's the I've bought like 4 or 5 of these, but the like lighter side, whatever, that one had broken, and so I just need to finish using up this bronzing side. So we're just gonna go in with kind of this fluffy angle and put it on. And then an actual blush I want to finish using up for the year is the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. This is my like literally favorite blush ever. So there is just a bit of it left. I do want to hit pan on it and try to finish using it up. I really do enjoy this blush, but I have so many more that I need to use. So I just kind of want to finish this one up before it goes bad and that kind of thing. And then a highlighter I want to finish using is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting gold bar that they had a long time ago. I already hit pan on it, but I want to just finish using it and kind of just focus on that one more. And we're just going to go back in real quickly and do the lower lash line. So I am probably just going to take a little bit of that bluish kind of shade over here, that grayish blue, and put that on the bottom lash line to kind of match up top more. And then I don't have like an eyeliner or a mascara that I put in my project pan, so I'm gonna put that on, and then we will get going. And there are 2 more things that I did put in my project pan. One of them is this kind of lip scrub. It's from Wet n Wild. It's their watermelon one. I'm not going to use it right now, but that one is really nice. And then I have the Katy Kat gloss in the shade Cantaloupe, and I don't really care much for this gloss, and that's kind of why I want to finish using it up, to see if I could just get anything left out of it. I mean, it's okay. It's not my favorite, and it does have that little like tint sparkle. This is not good to put on top of lipsticks, so I would just have to wear the gloss itself. So yeah, that is pretty much a full face with everything I want to use up in my project pan, and I mean, I got a pretty nice look out of it, so it's not like it's unfeasible to use most of these this year. I want to use basically all of it, and I know last year I had a lot left over, so that's why I'm just focusing mainly on these first, and if I end up using it, I'll switch it out for something else. So I'll just kind of wrap it up quickly here. I just want to like do a whole overview of everything I want to use up here. So I have the Hydra Veil primer, as well as the Thank Me Later primer from Elizabeth Mott. And then I have the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. I have the Ciate London Translucent Powder. I have the Peak kind of cream blush. I have the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. I have the Wet n Wild contour and palette thing in Dulce de Leche. I also have here the Gold Bar from Wet n Wild. I have that lip scrub from Wet n Wild in a watermelon flavor, an e.l.f. Molten Liquid Eyeshadow in Rose Gold. I have 2 concealers, the NYX one and the Ulta concealer. I have that Kitty Cat gloss, and then finally the Milani Bold Obsessions palette that I want to finish using up. So I got a good range of products here, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed my project pan kind of introing everything. It's kind of different than what people usually do, and I thought it was kind of fun just to put it on, so you know that I really do use these products at least every once in a while. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Kitten, move. Move, baby. Puppy. Bobby. Bobby kitten. I need you to move, please. Baby. Baby. Oh, hello. Hello, my kitten. Are you purring? My little chunky butt. Yeah. How's your day going, kitten? I spent the whole day with you. Yes, I did. What? What are you looking at? What are you looking at, baby kitten? Mommy loves you. Okay. Go down. Go down, baby. Boop, boop.